And what I'm replacing here, or just finished replacing, was this tie rod boot. It had, you can see the original right here had a huge split in it, exposing the joint to all kinds of dirt and everything else. And I thought this was a perfect time to do a short video on this new toy, which is the RJ3.5 rolling jack system from Challenger Lifts. All right, so here is the RJ3.5. It's a rolling jack, and as you can see, you can roll it. It rides in the channels down the ramps of the Challenger 4-post lift. And this is exactly what it sounds like. It's a jack that operates very much like a 2-post lift. So you have pads on the end that swing out and will grab a jack point, and then you have a manual jack system here that will raise the car very easily up. This is a 3.5, which is a 3,500 pound rolling jack stand. So it should safely raise the front of even really heavy vehicles. A couple of other features is you have a couple of extensions here. And this is if you want to get the pads a little higher on this SUV. I'm going to absolutely use these. So let's go ahead and roll this into place real fast, and we'll get this thing up in the air. I'll show you the way it works. Okay, so I installed a couple of blocks of wood there with some microfiber rags on it, just to avoid scratching anything on the frame. And what you'll do is go ahead and get it to where it mounts up. And you'll be able to feel it seat. Okay, and there we go. And I'm gonna go around and check it, and then we'll go ahead and jack it up. And the great thing about the RJ3.5 is it's got a mechanical lock system as you get it up to certain levels. The mechanical lock locks down, so when you release the pressure, it's completely locked. There's no need for jack stands or anything like that, but I'm going to use them anyway. So let's go ahead and get this thing up in the air, and we'll talk a little more about it. All right, so the way the jack works is you have the jack right here, which raises the scissors arm through hydraulic force, and it just raises the front or rear of the car just effortlessly, like I said. So here's your jack handle. It is a manually operated jack. Here is the hydraulic fluid release. And the beautiful thing about the RJ3.5 also is that right here you have a set of self-engaging safety locks. So you can see that I also use jack stands under the factory jack points, but you really wouldn't have to do that. I just use it as an extra layer of precaution, but this thing actually manually locks in place. So what we're going to do is we've already raised the car, so we're going to lower the car. So the first thing we would do is just start to pump it up. Camera's in the way. Okay, and now it's up off the jack stands, and you can see right here the locking mechanism is able to be rotated. So let me go ahead and pull the jack stands out of the way, and we'll get it down. Okay, and then to lower it, you just need to make sure that you've got the mechanical lock out, and then just slowly turn the release valve. And here it comes down. It's that easy. All right, so that's the overview of the RJ3.5 rolling jack system from Challenger Lifts. A fantastic piece of equipment that makes jacking up a car effortless, a non-event. Now, I know a lot of people might say, oh, you can use jack stands and everything else, but, jack stands, they have their own inherent dangers. I've seen things slip off jack stands before, and jacks and different things like this. This piece of equipment coupled with a 4-post lift, for all intents and purposes, transforms a 4-post lift into a 2-post lift. And if you wanted to raise the car completely up like a 2-post lift, you could actually get 2 of these, which I'm definitely considered buying a second one after working with this one over the last several months and just seeing how amazing and effortless it is. So if you guys are interested in this, give Challenger Lifts a call. And if you don't have a lift, this may be a controversial topic, but if you have the space, I would say before you buy any other expensive tool, like a pretty toolbox or anything else, a lift would be my number one purchase. And I can hear some people's heads exploding right now. What I will say is my lift, this Challenger lift that I bought probably 6 years ago, has paid for itself so many times over. It's not even funny. And I know there's people out there that's always going to say, well, I can do anything, on jack stands on the ground on my back. Well, some of us can't. We have back problems, neck problems, those kind of things. And I have done several jobs on complicated German twin turbo cars that just simply I wouldn't have even attempted without a lift because they were a nightmare with this lift. But that's for another video where, we can talk about, the positives and negatives of, a 4-post versus 2-post versus, jack stands and all that. So anyway, I wanted to just wrap this video up on this RJ3.5 rolling jack system. And I wanted to thank Challenger for sending it to me. You guys know I've been a fan of Challenger for as long as I can remember, and that they were willing to kind of sponsor this and let me take a look at this jack system. It was just amazing. I think they're great guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and like I said, if you're interested in one of these or want to have any more information on any of the Challenger products, leave a comment, and we'll see what we can do. Other than that, take care, guys.